I'd like to welcome Brett Hurt, President and CEO of Coremetrics. Thank you for joining Art of the Startup.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So, I'd like to know, what do you feel is the most significant problem facing internet startups today? I think we have a lot of them here. I'm interviewing quite a few of them. What do you think is the most significant problem?
I think one of the most significant problems facing internet startups today is the problem of analyzing what their visitors are doing online. And what I mean by that is people have almost no idea how effective their advertising is online, how effective their merchandising efforts are online, or how effective their customer acquisition or retention strategies are online. And this is actually causing many .coms to go out of business. And the reason why is because, I'll give you some examples. The average cost of customer acquisition online is $82 per customer. The average cost for someone going through a portal is $300 per customer. There's a huge, huge problem on the web right now. It's been labeled as this direct marketing medium, but it's really not a good medium for direct marketing unless you have technology inside the website to analyze exactly how effective it is as a direct marketing medium.
So what is Coremetrics doing to address this problem?
Coremetrics is developing an outsourced solution for marketers, and companies like Walmart.com are using this solution. And basically it allows a marketer to get up and running in as little as 1 to 2 months and then be 100% outsourced and use our robust database infrastructure, which includes the equivalent of $9 million of hardware to basically outsource the critical problem for online marketers. And this is a problem that's traditionally been extremely difficult to solve on an in-house basis or on an enterprise basis. And so you see companies, major companies, I can think of tons of them, that have been operating for more than 4 years on the web and have very little idea how effective their advertising is at acquiring customers, how effective their merchandising is at acquiring customers, or how effective they are at actually keeping those customers, getting them to come back and buy again.
So these companies are spending $9–10 million building up an infrastructure of hardware and custom applications to try to capture this information, and they're spending 6 months to a year to get it up and running, and they're not even getting the information.
Well, actually, it's the companies, we're spending $9 million because we have to service a lot of clients. But our client companies, before they were using us, they were spending up to $500,000 over a 6-month period to get up and running on these enterprise solutions. And then it takes them at least 2 people to maintain that solution, and it costs $200,000 a year. And so with us, they can outsource the problem and start to use a web-based solution, and the people like the CEO or the VP of marketing can log in at any time and see the reports. And we handle all of the infrastructure. We handle all of the messiness that they would have to deal with on an in-house basis, and we charge a very low monthly fee for our clients to do that.
Well, this sounds absolutely impossible to do. You're offering companies the ability to get information very quickly and easily that they were never able to get before, and you're offering this solution within 2 months, 2.5 months. What is it that you have? Is it a technology that you're offering? Is it something that you patent? What allows you to offer this to companies where they couldn't get it anywhere else?
Well, we have 3 patents pending on our technology, and we have an immense technology advantage over our competitors. Basically, we developed a ASP solution from the ground up using best-of-breed technologies like Sun, Oracle 8i, EMC, and basically we developed this from the ground up to be 100% outsourced. And this is very, very different from taking an enterprise solution and putting it inside a data center and saying, okay, it's outsourced. Because you still take 6 months to get up and running. And then you still have to maintain it inside the data center. Basically, how our technology works is that we capture the data about what a customer is doing from the web page itself. And the data is captured in real time, sent to our outsourced data warehousing center. And then we provide the reports via a very intuitive and easy to use user interface via the web. And so it's a huge technology advantage. It's not, you can't turn Eudora, which is a PC application, a client-server-based application, into Hotmail. You have to build it from the ground up to be client-server or to be ASP. So I think this is a big trend in the marketplace. People start building enterprise apps from the ground up to actually be completely outsourced.
So you're offering sort of a little bit more than this ASP model and offloading the hardware and the resources. It sounds like you're exclusively focused on this solution as opposed to a data center that has many different customers, multiple applications with a lot going on and a lot of different expertise that any one resource has to understand and learn and maintain. You are exclusively operating this ongoing service for them to be able to monitor their customers and create marketing campaigns that are more effective, that are more targeted in general?
Absolutely. I mean, we're actually, we have 120 people in the company today, and 28 of them are focused on operations. So a client has 28 people in our organization that are focused on keeping this system up and running for the client. And the types of data that you're able to get out of it are absolutely amazing. I'll give you one example that one of our clients has recently noticed. They're running 4 banner ad campaigns. One banner ad campaign has a 25% click-through rate. The other 3 banner ad campaigns have between a 1 and a 2% click-through rate. So 99% of websites gauge the effectiveness of online advertising by click-through rate. And so they would look at that metric and they would say, okay, I'm going to shift the majority of my ad spending into the 25%. And that seems like the right thing to do based on the information you have. Using our reports, they were able to see over a 3-month period that the 25% click-through rate ad led to $0 in revenue. Nothing. It was completely useless traffic. And we're able to show you that the 1 to 2% click-through rate ads for this client were leading to a lot of first-time business and a lot of repeat business. So we actually were able to show you the retention of people acquired from a banner ad as well. And that's very, very powerful information. That's information that nobody would not want to have.
So you're digging deeper than just click-throughs. You're looking at more of the profile and activity and the transaction as opposed to... Interesting.
And it goes into merchandising efforts. If you put a product in a featured product section or on the home page, they'll show you exactly how effective that is at acquiring people. It's very, very powerful technology.
So tell me this, Brett, how have you prepared yourself for life as an entrepreneur? Is this your first company? And what's your background? How did you start this company?
Well, it's not my first company. My background is in technology. I've actually been programming since I was 7 years old. So,
7?
So I had the fortune of having a mother who sat down with me and learned the basic programming language and taught it to me at 7 years old when they bought me my first computer. So I've been programming since 7. I developed my first BBS system, which is a bulletin board system, when I was 10, and that ran on 110 baud. You could almost type faster than you could see the BBS print the characters.
Did you market this product at 10 years old?
I did. I actually had 5,000 people from the Austin area that would log in every day and use this BBS, right, and use it to communicate to each other, use it to exchange software. Then I went to UT Austin, and I always knew that I wanted to start my own business, but I was still looking for the idea. So I decided to major in management information systems, and I learned a lot in that major. But while I was at UT, I got a little bit sidetracked and I ran my first internet game. That was in 1990, so before the web, you'd actually telnet into this game. And I built that up to over 6,000 players by 92. It was one of the most popular games on the internet.
Wow.
And I almost got recruited to Origin to build Ultima Online, which is a very profitable piece of software for them, an online game. I went to Wharton to get my MBA. And at Wharton, as opposed to really focusing on banking and consulting opportunities, I really focused on being an entrepreneur, and I launched 4 businesses while I was in school. And I launched an e-commerce business 2 years ago. In the summer of '98, I was in between years at Wharton, and I needed to have this data for my own website. And so I decided I'll build my own solution, and eventually that turned into Coremetrics. I noticed that that's where my passion was. When I was up at 4 o'clock in the morning programming, I was working on Coremetrics, and I've been passionate about this business ever since.
That's quite a story. That's quite an entrepreneur. Well,
Thanks.
I have to thank you, Brett. Thanks for joining the Art of a Startup. It was great to have you.
Thanks a lot, Kathleen. I really appreciate it.